Jungkook has to undergo surgery again. Doctors prepare to take action in the operating room. Jungkook, a BTS member who has always been the center of attention, now has to fight back against his deteriorating health condition. Doctors revealed that he had to urgently undergo a major operation, and in the operating room, not one, but a full-fledged medical team was ready to act. Why is Jungkook's condition so serious? Something more than an accident or exhaustion. It turns out that the disease that is eating away at Jungkook's body is deeper than many people thought. After a series of intensive examinations, it was found that Jungkook's intestines were severely damaged by rot. The disease, which had been hidden for some time, became even more alarming after it was revealed that the cause was food poisoning that he had suffered during a training period at a military camp in Korea. Not only that, the damage to his body was even aggravated by dangerous oil contamination that allegedly came from foodstuffs that were not suitable for consumption. When this news came to light, Jungkook's family was shocked and could hardly accept the fact. Doctors informed him that Jungkook's condition was very serious and intensive care was needed to save his life. Deep emotions pervade the atmosphere of Jungkook's family home. "We never imagined something like this could happen to our son," Jungkook's parents said in a stammering voice while in the hospital. This is a huge blow that not only shook them, but also the world of K-pop fans who have long supported them. Not only that, in this tense moment, Taehyung, Jungkook's close friend, who has just arrived in the United States, gets the bad news. She couldn't hold back her tears when she saw her best friend lying in a coma in the hospital room. Jungkook's illness apparently originated from oil poisoning and contaminated food during training at a military camp. Over time, the condition of his intestines worsened to the point of causing an infection that led to sepsis. This resulted in damage to vital organs that now require immediate medical attention. The anxiety of families and fans is certainly increasing. Will Jungkook be able to survive? What steps will be taken by the medical team to overcome this very complex problem? This news not only made Taehyung feel bad, but also made the entire army around the world feel the same pain. Without the presence of his best friend by his side, Taehyung can only surrender and hope that Jungkook can recover. "I can only pray for him. I believe he is strong, but this is very difficult," Taehyung revealed with eyes wet with tears. The increasingly serious condition forced the doctors to take immediate medical measures, but this decision was not taken lightly. The medical team is working hard to prepare everything so that the operation goes smoothly. However, many questions arise. What is the condition of other organs after such severe poisoning? Are there any emergency procedures that have not been performed by the medical team before? Given that Jungkook's body is already in a coma, of course the risks that must be faced are very great. We can only hope that the experienced medical team can bring good news to Jungkook and his fans. Will her body recover this time, and she be able to return to the stage? Or is there another surprise that will change everything? We will wait anxiously and hopefully, just like Taehyung and Jungkook's family, for these BTS friends and members to get back to health and move on with their lives. One thing is for sure, the world of K-pop is currently in a very tense time. It was a big test not only for Jungkook, but for everyone who loved him. Like the fans who have always supported him, we all hope and pray for Jungkook's safety. Now, what will the medical team do, and how will the fight continue? All this is still a big question mark. All eyes are now on Jungkook, who is lying in a coma in a hospital room. As the medical team prepares for the operating room, big questions begin to arise in the minds of fans and families. What is really going on inside Jungkook's body? How will the doctor deal with the serious condition he is facing? More than just curiosity, this uneasiness began to seep into every soul that cared about her. This is not just a normal operation, this is a life and death bet. The medical team involved in this procedure consists of bowel specialists, neurosurgeons, and various other medical personnel who have tremendous experience in dealing with cases as complex as this. Some reports suggest that doctors will immediately take major measures to remove some of the intestinal tissue that has rotted, but great risks always lurk at every step. The medical team had already prepared everything very carefully, but no one could be sure of the final result. A world full of uncertainty now surrounds Jungkook, an idol who was once known for his incredible spirit and toughness, But this time must fight against a fate so heavy. One thing is clear. Jungkook's medical condition involving oil poisoning and bad food has had a profound impact on his body. It is not only intestinal damage that threatens his life, but it is possible that the poisoning also affects the functioning of other vital organs. The damage to Jungkook's digestive system triggered sepsis, which eventually spread throughout his body. The healing process is expected to be very long and full of challenges. This is a critical moment that will test the limits of his body and his toughness as an individual. However, was he able to survive? While the medical team prepares to perform a complicated surgical procedure, Taehyung, Jungkook's best friend, looks devastated. Upon arriving in the United States, Taehyung is immediately informed of his best friend's deteriorating condition. Nothing can describe the sadness and anxiety Taehyung feels as he sees his best friend lying helpless, with medical instruments attached to Jungkook's body. With puffy eyes, he could only surrender, hoping that Jungkook would soon wake up and recover. A friend who has been through so much with me. I didn't know how to proceed if something bad happened to him, Taehyung revealed in a trembling voice. At Jungkook's bedside, Taehyung could only hold his best friend's hand, praying for a miracle to come. However, the tension in the hospital room is increasingly felt. Although the atmosphere was filled with hope, the reality grew darker with each passing second. Various speculations have also emerged regarding Jungkook's increasingly serious condition. How much did the poisoning affect his body? What kind of medical procedures will the doctor take in this case? Can they save his life? Or will Jungkook have to face a harsh reality that changes everything? All these questions still hang in the air, without a definite answer. In an atmosphere full of uncertainty, it is inevitable that this situation gives rise to great controversy. Some people began to question how this could happen to a great idol like Jungkook. How is it possible for severe food poisoning to occur in the middle of a life that is supposed to be strictly awake? Were there any omissions in supervision during the training period in military camps that should have paid more attention to hygiene and health standards? Some feel that this is a system failure, while others argue that accidents like this are inevitable. Whatever happens, it will be a big test for everyone involved. Not only that, this situation also adds to the tension that already exists in the K-pop world. BTS's family and fans are also feeling the pressure. Many feel that there is more than coincidence behind all this. Given how tight the schedules and lives of K-pop idols are, is there any tremendous pressure that ends up having an impact on their health? This is certainly a topic that sparked heated discussion among fans and the media. Some even suspect whether this condition is a long-term impact of a scheduled and stressful life. What should be done so that similar incidents do not happen again? One thing is for sure, Jungkook is now in a very critical situation. The medical team will do everything they can, but they also remember that every action has risks. The world will continue to wait anxiously for the next news. Everyone involved, from family, friends, to army loyalists, can only hope for a miracle so that Jungkook can get through this difficult time. The operative decision taken by the medical team will be the decisive moment. If the procedure goes smoothly, it's possible that Jungkook could start stepping into a long recovery process. However, if this operation fails, the world could lose one of its biggest stars. All eyes were on the hospital room, hoping for the good news to come. What will happen if Jungkook can get back to health? Will he return to the stage he always loved? Or will he change the course of his life after facing this tough test?